This time Saitama gets lost in the Shibuya incident and one-taps Geto's cursed spirit to save a crowd. Right when Gojo is being sealed by the prison realm, Saitama spawns in totally out of pocket. "Ugh, I was going to the supermarket, why am I here? Hey besties, is this the way to the store?" Saitama points toward the subway station. Geto looks at the weird bald head and laughs. "Where did this monk come from?" Gojo screams to let people go, but Geto totally ghosts him and summons a spirit. "You don't stand a chance, just run, civilian." Saitama looks at Gojo and says, "Mind your own business, old man." Geto orders his spirit to cast a spell. Saitama looks on curiously while the crowd's jaws drop. How can he tank that without being a sorcerer? Saitama rushes in with a normal punch and the spirit explodes, but when he turns back, Gojo is already sealed tight. Tastes some real jujutsu. Geto brags as a massive monster falls onto Saitama's head. The monster's face switches from aggressive to pure agony. Saitama hit its weak spot. Saitama swings his arm and the second one is deleted. Geto gives a smug smile as the ground shakes and a freakish monster crawls out. Now the real game begins. Saitama barely shows his face before getting targeted. Blame it on his main character energy being too bright. "I was just going to the market." Just as he set foot in this world, our bald bro was already in the crosshairs. It must be fate. The shiny bald head of his radiates a vibe you can't miss. He says, "I'm just buying some veggies, does it have to be this extra?" But Big Boss Sukuna has zero chill. In just a few seconds his technique is fully loaded. Seeing his opponent being so slow, our bald bro gets tilted and barks, "Hurry up already, the supermarket is about to close." Getting roasted, Sukuna gives a cold laugh, hands dancing with fire and transforming. "Keep screaming, soon you'll be out of breath, son. Anyone who sees my true face has to log out of Earth." After saying that, he unleashes a fire arrow flaming up the whole sky like an Amazon wildfire. Sukuna is super confident, thinking no one can tank this, but a second later our bald bro is standing right behind him, gently delivering a kick that eats him 10 meters away. You think it's over now? Sukuna is salty and comes back with a melee combo. Thinking one kick was all it took, he didn't know that the moment he touched the bald bro was the moment he'd regret most in his life. He takes a step back and unleashes a serious normal punch. Sukuna gets deleted from the frame, turning into pixels. Remember kids, next time don't be dumb enough to mess with bald guys wearing yellow spandex. Drifting into an ice sky world, our bald bro just broke the face of a white-haired guy who promised to buy him dinner then vanished. While wandering around looking for a food stall, he runs into the mentally unstable Toji, who just finished a mission. Our bald bro politely asks, "Hey kid, have you seen a tall white-haired dude who likes to scam people around here?" Toji looks at the bald bro and whispers to the ugly monster beside him, "Check out that legit head, totally hairless." Even though he's low-key judging, Toji senses that the bald bro's arm strength is no joke, so he baits him. "Beat me and I'll tell you where Gojo is." Saitama is confused. "Oh, so that guy's name is Gojo? I thought his name was Kit Kat 1/2. At the start of the match, Toji is confident, seeing the bald bro full of openings and giving a smug smile. Little did he know, Saitama just had to lift his arm and Toji was out like a light without an alarm clock. Saitama sighs. What kind of monster is weaker than a mosquito? Just look at the human-shaped crater in the ground. If we're talking levels, Toji has zero chance of tanking a single punch from Saitama. Still lost, our bald bro bumps into the white-haired teacher Gojo again. Gojo sees that shiny head and knows he's top tier, so he baits him. "Beat me and I'll show you the way back home." Saitama is in a rush to get back to his disciple Genos, so he nods just to get it over with. At first, Gojo's attacks feel like a light tickle to the bald bro, and the speed is completely mismatched. Saitama even has time to scratch his head because he can't even see his opponent. Suddenly, Gojo grabs him and unleashes an aerial combo, slamming him into the ground like he's pounding rice. At this point, the bald bro starts getting slightly serious. Gojo gets scared and rips off his blindfold to go all in, using both jujutsu and magic, but the bald bro just keeps walking toward him. Saitama throws a normal punch, then uses alter speed to rush in and add more. Seeing this, Gojo raises his hand to spin 2 and uses jujutsu to yeet the bald bro away. Gojo is feeling himself, gathering internal energy to create a powerball, determined to go bloody mode. Seeing this, the bald bro roasts him. "You're still young and green, kid. This is just small fry energy." With the energy charged, Gojo fires the blue sphere at the bald bro. Saitama clenches his right fist, flexing every muscle, and one punch collides with the sphere. The two forces clashing create an earth-shattering explosion. The smoke clears and the bald bro is perfectly chill, roasting. "Got anything else, kid?" Gojo's eyes go wide in shock. "What even is this guy?" "Nope, time to dip." Just as he teleports into the air, the bald bro doesn't let him go, jumping up and lunging with a punch. Gojo tilts his body to dodge, thinking he's safe, but the bald bro flashes behind him and throws a punch. "Welp, I'm cooked this time." So Gojo hits the dirt in total helplessness, unable to believe he got bodied by a boiled egg. Then he gets teleported to another dimension. This time, our bald bro meets the Fandance ancestor Uchiha Madara. Old man Madara sees he has zero chakra, so he tries to recruit him for the Infinite Tsukuyomi multi-level marketing project. The bald bro is like, "Are you crazy? Who has time for that?" Old man Madara goes insane and starts dancing around, but he can't even touch the hem of Saitama's clothes. Even using the Sharingan to dodge, the old man still catches a punch and gets sent flying. Madara is shook. What kind of taijutsu is even harder than that Might Guy fellow? He summons a meteor just for the hype. but the bald bro just jumps up and the meteor shatters like a cracker. Madara gets so excited he turns on his full-body Susanoo Power Ranger version. The Susanoo sword is truly massive, but the bald bro just reaches out, catches it, and crushes it like soft noodles. He jumps into the air and delivers a gentle punch that yeets old man Madara right out of his Susanoo. The entire shinobi world is stunned. Turns out Madara was just a speck of dust this whole time. This time our bald bro glitches into the Naruto world, and better lucky than good. He spawns right at the fated moment to save Rin. Honestly, at this point, he can't even remember how many times he's been shipped to another world. It's literally becoming a habit while he's wandering around. Confused, a deafening explosion goes off and he gets sucked in by some mysterious force. In another development, young Obito is still hiding underground, still dreaming about the day he can finally return home. Suddenly, the white guy pops up with the bad news. Yo, your homies are about to log out of Earth forever. Hearing that, Obito's heart is on fire. Without thinking twice, he uses White Zetsu's help to break out of the cave, but the second he gets out, the scene in front of him makes his heart skip a beat. His best friend is about to shish kebab the girl he loves most. Luckily, a shiny bald head is standing right in front of Rin. Otherwise, the series probably would have ended right then and there. The bald bro looks at Rin and drops a hard truth. What era is this that people are still trying to sacrifice themselves to be heroes? After saying that, he just walks off with Rin, leaving Obito standing there frozen for 5 seconds with a blank NPC face, not understanding what just happened. Actually, the bald bro took Rin away just to break the seal on her, but Obito thinks he's kidnapping his crush. So the kid officially goes chaos mode, switches sides, and becomes a villain. Now it's the bald bro's turn to be confused. Wait, so who's actually the villain here? Obito lunges in like a madman, but the bald bro just uses a gentle flash to dodge everything. The story ends here, but if it really ended like this, could you guys accept a world where Rin is still alive? Back to old man Madara. Now he's going full bloody mode. He turns on 6 paths mode and deploys his infinite Tsukuyami pyramid scheme to bait the whole world. But alas, this move is totally useless against the bald bro. He just stands there with a smug smile. The two lock eyes intensely without saying a word. Suddenly, the bald bro moves first, enemies first, strangers later. He unleashes a normal punch. But the force is even scarier than Saint Mike Guy's kick. The old man is yeeted 100 meters away, pinned straight into a rock. This time the old man is truly clueless. He wonders, this guy has 0 chakra. Is he punching with the power of friendship or what? But no, his taijutsu is even more cracked than Guy's. The bald bro doesn't waste words. He uses alter speed to appear right behind him. Before Madara can even finish loading the data, he catches a serious punch and flies straight to the moon to catch a breeze. The fate of the shinobi is officially hijacked by the bald bro from here on out. He looks at the scenery, it's totally weird, so he knows he's been space teleported by that blast guy again. The second he opens his eyes, a massive 9-tailed fox is screaming in his face. Seeing the fox blocking his path, the bald bro is a bit tilted and thinks about turning it into salad, but then he decides not to and just blurs past in a heartbeat. Right then, Minato is thinking to himself, this guy might be my savior. On the other side, the masked man appears again, planning to send both the master and his wife to the afterlife. The Nine-Tails claws are already closing in on Kushina. Minato, being the ultimate husband of the year, stands in front of his wife without a second thought. Who would have guessed that the bald head that just vanished would reappear, catching the Nine-Tails claw with one hand like he's catching a chicken. He loudly declares, wherever a hero is needed, I'm there. Every world is the same. Nine-Tails thinks to itself, what does this bald guy eat to be this strong? I'm in his hands like a little bird, can't even move. Our bald bro reminds everyone again, I'm a hero, okay, then adds a punch that sends Nine-Tails to a place far, far away. This punch leaves Minato frozen, face pale as a ghost. The masked man also jumps in to interrogate. Why is your taijutsu even more broken than the 8 gates? Saitama looks confused. 8 gates? What gates? Is this uncle crazy or something? The masked man tries to play the let's be friends card, but the bald bro doesn't take the bait and gifts him a punch that deletes him from the frame. This space jump this time happens so fast the bald bro can't react, silently cursing that blast guy a million times in his head. This time he drifts to a deserted place. After walking for ages, he finally sees a massive lion-headed ship and finally meets a living soul. He politely says hello, and a straw hat-wearing kid jumps out, enthusiastically introducing himself and asserting firmly, I'm the man who will become the king of the pirates. The bald bro thinks to himself that this kid seems a bit too obsessed with movies. Luffy, with his Haki instincts, realizes the bald bro isn't normal. His battle hunger flares up, and he demands a bloody mode solo match. The bald bro is like, give me a break, kid. I'm busy finding my way home for dinner, just show me where the portal is. But Luffy automatically ignores everything he says and only wants to throw hands. The bald bro gets a bit tilted. Listen kid, if I punch you, you're going straight to the afterlife. Luffy gets heated too. No win, no home. Luffy unleashes a rubber kick at the bald bro's head, but strangely, kicking his head feels like kicking a boiled egg. It does 0 damage. Luffy can't believe his eyes. He kicks again and again. But besides the bald bro's head vibrating a little, it stays exactly the same. The bald bro asks gently, is that all you've got, kid? Seeing Luffy start to go all in, the bald bro gets a tiny bit serious. One of his punches yeets Luffy into the distance for a second. Luffy crawls back up. You're strong, but I'm not weak either. Luffy unleashes a Conqueror's punch. The bald bro doesn't even dodge, using a serious punch to redirect the attack. The result? The Sunny is blown to smithereens. The two legends start pushing the blame onto each other. Right then, from the wreckage of the ship, a green-haired guy crawls out. Talk about black dog luck. The bald bro accidentally glitches into another world again. The second he arrives, he sees the red dog guy bullying someone. At this moment, Akainu is about to shish kebab Luffy, jumping up with a flaming punch. The bald bro sees the injustice and won't let it slide, turning on his bald head Haki and snapping Akainu's lava arm with his bare hands. The whole plaza is frozen for several seconds. Boss, that's a Logia type. How did you snap it like a piece of firewood? Ace, having been saved, turns and smiles confidently. Uncle, how do you know Haki too? The bald bro honestly says he just learned it from a weird old man back home. Akainu is fuming because he got humiliated by a bald guy and lunges back into the attack. Who would have thought? The bald bro unleashes a yawning punch that sends Red Dog flying into the sky. Everyone's jaw drops again. Kizaru thinks about testing the waters, but then sees the hilarious, unstoppable scene, and the atmosphere suddenly goes quiet as a grave. The bald bro has played enough and decides to get serious, telling the brothers Ace and Luffy to retreat first while he carries the whole team. Kizaru says, "You're strong. Show me your real power," before he can even finish his sentence. The bald bro uses a flash step to close the gap, unleashing a Haki-coated punch that sends him to the moon to chill with the rabbit goddess. Akiji stands there, not daring to make a peep. Just as he's about to move, the demon bald bro gifts each of them a punch, handling them in a heartbeat. The Luffy brothers escape their fate, and history is officially rewritten thanks to that bald head.